Let's take a look at how religious teachings can manipulate and control people using victim blaming to enforce holiness standards under the guise of protecting virtue. Listen very closely to how Nathaniel Urshan, a very senior leader in the Oneness Pentecostal movement, discusses an assault at a recent youth event in Mississippi.
I read an article about a young girl who was assaulted. She was she was out somewhere and she was assaulted by some young men. It was a terrible story. It was a heartbreaking story. And if you just read it, you would think that it's just this random thing that happened. Like, wow, this just happened out of nowhere. But then when you got to reading the story a little further, it was 2 o'clock in the morning. She was drunk. She'd met him in a bar. There's a whole lot that went on before that assault. Well, if someone had lived an apostolic lifestyle, they would have been at Youthquake on Friday night. They would have been modestly dressed. And
not only are these two men making light of an assault and shifting the blame onto the victim, but they're using this story to manipulate kids into conforming to their apostolic lifestyle, which is just a rebranding of the same man-made rules that they've used to manipulate people for decades. These standards not only restrict personal freedom, but they contribute to a culture of shame and guilt that particularly attacks women and young people. Is that really what spiritual guidance should look like?